is intended for educational purposes only, and it doesn't establish an attorney-client relationship.
Wow. Wow. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and he tell me a news and it blow my mind. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. And I almost called you at around 8:15 this morning.
Really?
And the world is listening to hear you because you are our attorney. You respond to everything immigration, and anywhere in the world you are, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere in the world you are, and you hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Anywhere in the world you are, you want to get immigration attorney, anywhere you're there, you don't have to be where she is. Anywhere, so long as you want U.S. help with immigration, write this number down: 347-451-4282. 347-451-4282. 347-451-4282. I want the question I hear this morning that we Jamaican we are here, so I will put him with here. When we here, we walk about and tell people because we send it around on WhatsApp. So me here say, allegedly, Master Joe Biden pass one new law say all of the people them are coming from November 8th. Them, if you even come to visit grandmother or your cousin or your police at Jamaica or teacher, you're on vacation, they are coming to do a little 1 week work. You know, you come up a year time, go do a little work. You can't say yes. Let me say yes to that, because you know about that.
Exactly.
Yes, the teacher then get a little vacation and come up, come do 1 week work and buy a slipper and go back down. So if you have not come up, if you do that, come up, come check your husband, you have to fully vaccinate. Is that true?
It is correct. It is correct. So on Monday, the 25th of October, yes, there was an executive order issued requiring, I remember we discussed this last week, that there was a requirement if you are entering via the land borders, via the Canada-US border or the Mexico-US border, the vaccination was required for non-essential travel into the United States. Now that has been extended for people who are non-immigrants flying into the United States. So you must be vaccinated. There are a few exemptions, of course. However, for the vast majority of persons who are entering the United States, whether you're coming in as a student, whether you're coming in as a visitor, whether you're coming in as an H-2B guest worker, agricultural worker, you are required to now obtain the COVID-19 vaccination. And when I say non-immigrants, I'm talking here about non-citizens of the United States, non-lawful permanent residents of the United States. So for example, if you have U.S. citizenship and you don't have the vaccination, you travel abroad, you must be allowed to re-enter the United States because this is your home. Also, the requirement is if that you are a lawful permanent resident of the United States and you traveled abroad, you went to England, for example, for a short trip, and you're returning home, then this is not mandatory for you. However, if you're coming into the United States, let's say from Jamaica, and you're coming in as a visitor for a month, thereabout, you must now obtain the COVID-19 vaccine, and you have to obtain that vaccine at least 14 days prior to your entry into the United States. So you can't get the vaccine today and decide that you're going to fly out tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. There has to be a 14-day period after obtaining the vaccine before you can actually fly into the United States.
Somebody's asking a question before you. All right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No problem. The other thing is that we have to now bear in mind that even though you have gotten the vaccine, you are still required to do the COVID-19 test within 3 days of entering the United States. So within 72 hours of entering the U.S., regardless if whether you are a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or a visitor coming into the United States, a non-immigrant coming into the United States. In addition to having the vaccine, if you're required to get the vaccine, you must also now do the COVID-19 test at the same time. So getting the vaccine doesn't make you now exempt from doing the COVID-19 test. You still have to do the test.
Wow. I'm not even worried about the tests. I'm worried about everybody fully vaccinated from Jamaica.
Exactly. you have to be vaccinated. If you're coming in and you're visiting, whether you're coming as an entertainer, regardless of the non-immigrant status you're coming into the US in, you have to get that vaccine.
What about if you're a green card holder and coming back home?
Right. So it's not mandated for you. So based on the CDC guidelines, if you are a green card holder and you're returning into the United States, you're not mandated to have the COVID-19 vaccine, right? However, if you are a visitor into the US, you're a tourist coming into the United States for a short time, it is now mandated for you to have that COVID-19 vaccine.
Wow. That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff right there. The only one who want him to pass are the one saying after, but I don't know. Knows.
What was that, Brother Gary? I didn't hear that.
The only one who want Joby to say, if you have your fully vaccine after do the nose test, that's all I want him to fix.
You don't have to do the test.
Yeah, me just want afraid of that. Come afraid of that test.
Right.
I'm afraid of
well,
that.
But remember now that there are a lot of breakthrough infections. So even though we have gotten the COVID-19 vaccine, there are a lot of us who are still getting infected with COVID-19. So there are a lot of breakthrough infections. It's just that the seriousness of the illness, what they're saying, the CDC is saying, is that you're not likely to get seriously sick as opposed to someone who hasn't gotten the vaccine.
Okay.
So you can still get infected.
If you file for someone coming up for the first time, how'd that go?
Right. So those individuals too, they have to get the vaccine. So if you are coming into the United States as an immigrant for the first time and you have done your medical after October 1st, 2021, that doctor who's signing off on your medical must acknowledge that you have gotten the COVID-19 vaccine. So if you are first time immigrants into the United States, meaning that you don't have the green card for a year, 2 years, you're just getting the green card, you too are required to be COVID-19 vaccinated. In fact, they're not even going to issue the visa to you if you haven't gotten that COVID-19 vaccine. So, you can have the affidavit of support and everything else on your file is good. If you haven't gotten that COVID-19 vaccine, you are not going to be issued that immigrant visa. You're not going to get the green card. So you have to do the COVID-19 vaccine. You have to get it.
Good morning. Can I, it's almost time when the show comes to an end. Can we do this publicly? Can we start our immigration show at 8:40 as from next week? Come just a think about you. And sometimes we'll be run up and down. Can we start at 8:40 as from next week, Wednesday?
Sure. I don't have a problem.
8:40.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
And the break is, so it's still 8:40 to 9. Yeah, we have to think about that. I think that's it. That's it. That's the spot. That's the spot. Yeah. Right after.
I think people need information. There are a lot of people out there are misguided, especially when it comes on to immigration law, because they listen to all categories of people.
No, we don't think you said good. Jamaican people with talk all kind of immigration thing and we don't know it's something. Me can't say it. Everybody beside we are immigration attorney because but we are giving information. It's time for it. Ladies and gentlemen, call up the attorney anywhere in the world you have question for U.S. immigration attorney, 347-451-4282. Everybody listen to the radio. Bye-bye. We will continue until 9 o'clock on social media. 347-451-4282. 347-451-4282. Again, if you speak to her on a Wednesday, you only pay $75. Every other day is $100. And that's where we are. Anywhere you are this morning, you can feel free to speak to our attorney and she will help you. And one last question. One last question. If I'm in Jamaica and my passport is expired, I'm a green card holder, how can I come back to the US?
Well, you need to get that passport renewed. You cannot re-enter the United States with an expired passport. You have to get that passport renewed. So you're gonna have to go to the passport office in Jamaica. You're in Jamaica, and I would suggest that you pay that money and get the process expedited, right? But there's no way you're going to be allowed to re-enter the United States with a Jamaican passport that is expired. So just brace yourself. Pay the necessary fees that you have to pay to speed up the process and get the passport, because you need it. You need to have an unexpired passport to enter the United States.
All right. So one more time again, call her up, 347-451-4282. 347-451-4282. 347-451-4282. Anywhere in the world you are and you want U.S. immigration help, call our